Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Cleveland Browns. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Go.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. A huge play there right off the bat. 72 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Kamara. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Second and 11 at the Browns' 14-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 or. Check, 47. Hey, Charlie.
Second and 11. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
They had a good chance to get the first points of the game on the board, but what a great job defensively, getting a hand in there, knocking it away, and preventing that first touchdown.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant, fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, and that's caught inside the 35. Now the ball comes loose, and now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
10-2 stop.
3 buck. Alert 3.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down, it's Grant, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Now it's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Hey, Haywood!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he whips that one incomplete there. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Hey, box drop, get.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Trying the left side with Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd and 4. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. On first down, it's Grant. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Grant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Hey. Go, fight.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd
and 9 now. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
On the ready.
It's coming this way, Here we go.
Hey, seam 6.
So Mike number one.
Look at me. Zipper. Ready?
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Here I come again.
Jackson on first down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 16 yards, a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They will run with Grant. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 39, Jackson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
You. Check 3, on. Switch.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On the ground, Kamara. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Alvin Kamara in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams add on to their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready up. 54, right there. They're going to need some therapy after this.
They'll run on first down. Grant, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's got the rookie from Oklahoma, Marquise Brown. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin on the ground with Kamara. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
The busy night continues for Kamara. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now it's Jackson under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points.
Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for L.A. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Check.
Ready.
A give. This is Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Go.
They run it again with Kamara. Oh, able to avoid him. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start. They'll set up to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
He gets away from one. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Right. Mike 5-4. Exit.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abukum in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Cheer up! Come on! Heads, yeah. Motion. 50.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
To throw is Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Now a toss coming right side. It's Grant. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Rams take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Check 99. Check 99. Off.
Now Jackson on first down. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Goodwin, 87 yards. And the Browns get a score closer. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Now a toss coming right side. It's Grant, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Undercut. Ready? Hey, exit. Check 13. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Go.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. 15 on it. 15 on it. That's it. Rotate. Spell. Check 24. Check 26. Hang on.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Buying time to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The former Brown, Jabal Sheard, his second sack of the night.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Jackson now. He sets to fire deep. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 59 yards. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's first and 10 clear on the other side of the field.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the... And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch one, watch one. Hey, tight down.
Let's go.
Running with Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Kamara. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On the ground, this is Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Rams on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
First and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Let's go now. Henry. 54. Mike, 54. Watch the run. Check 43. Shot. Mike up. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Coming to you.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
X3, 218, jump, hit it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 49 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for Los Angeles, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on